I promise to love, respect, and protect you in all that we do. As we stand on the verge of our next chapter in front of all our loved ones, I'm committing my future to you. And our future together will be magnificent. We have made thousands of memories, but this is just the start of our journey together. And so, my last thank you is to you, Paige. Thank you for supporting me through everything that I do. And thank you for giving me the privilege of being the man who gets to share each and every one of life's adventures by your side. So can I ask you all, please, to raise a glass.
So with your chest out.
To the dainties and my beautiful bride, Paige Core Dainty. Cheers.
Our relationship hasn't been without its challenges. However, I can't emphasize enough how important it is and how lucky I feel to have a strong foundation to come home to. Someone who loves you for who you are, keeps you grounded, and holds up a mirror when you need clarity. Loving someone and being loved back and growing together has changed my life in ways that I've never expected. I know, like everyone else here, that love isn't always perfect, but the way we've built our life together, piece by piece, day by day, it's nothing short of extraordinary. Every laugh, every late night conversation, every silly moment, and every hard moment too, they've all shaped us into who we are today. It's not just about the big, grand gestures, but the everyday love that makes me so thankful for him. With Lewis, I truly feel like I'm growing into the best version of myself. I've generally thought, time and time again, I hope everyone gets to experience love and as special and rewarding as this. And honestly, I still have no idea what I did to deserve you. So here's to the life that we've already built, to all the chapters still to come, and to the love that will continue to guide us. To my husband, Lewis Dainty.
I find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea. I sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. You'll always have my shoulder.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Shall we do this? Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. And on behalf of Lewis and Paige, we'd like to welcome you all here today to Styal Lodge to witness and celebrate this very, very special occasion, the day of their marriage. My name's Catherine O'Brien, my fellow registrar's Dawn Johnson. And we both feel very honoured and privileged to be conducting and registering your ceremony for you. And we hope today is a day that you and all your guests can look back on with very, very fond memories. So, this is the start of a new and exciting chapter in your lives, and a day that's involved a little bit of preparation and planning. Just a little. But your marriage is more than just your wedding day. It's about your lives together once these celebrations are over. Your marriage is an adventure where each of you will love, care for, and support each other. And you'll also form a circle of love that gathers in all your family and friends. So to commence the legal ceremony, Lewis, could I ask you please to confirm your full name?
Lewis Dainty.
Thank you very much, Lewis. Paige, could you please confirm your full name?
Paige Hall.
Thank you very much, Paige. This place now that we're now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriage. If any person knows of any lawful reason why Lewis and Paige may not be joined in matrimony, you must declare it now. Silence is good. We like the silence. So before you pledge yourselves to each other in marriage, it's my duty to remind you of the solemn and lasting character of the vows you're about to make. Marriage in this country is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. Marriage is a deep and lasting commitment. So I'm now going to ask you both to declare that you know of no legal reason why you may not marry each other. So Lewis, could you repeat after me, please? I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not.
that I know not
Of any lawful impediment.
of any
Lawful.
impediment.
Why I, Lewis,
Why I, Lewis,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Paige.
to Paige.
Thank you, Lewis. Paige, can I ask you to say the same, please? I do solemnly declare
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Paige,
why I, Paige,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Lewis.
to Lewis.
That's a tricky word, all done. So Paige and Lewis are now before us, for in each other's company, They have found happiness, fulfillment and love, and they're now committing that love to each other here today in your presence. And they're both so delighted that you've all come to share this very big special occasion with them. So the institution of marriage must be entered into freely, voluntarily, and with the full unreserved consent of you both. Therefore I ask, do you, Lewis, take Paige here present to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Paige, take Lewis here present to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
So you have agreed to marry each other. You're now going to say the vows that will make that agreement legal and binding. So in the presence of all your family and friends, Lewis, could you please say to Paige, I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Lewis, do take thee, Paige, to be my lawful wedded wife. I will love and care for you, honour and cherish you, whatever the future may bring. Paige, could you please say to Lewis? Yeah. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Paige, do take thee, Lewis, to be my lawful wedded husband. I will love and care for you, honour and cherish you, whatever the future may bring. So Lewis and Paige, your marriage requires closeness and distance. The closeness of a couple growing together, but just enough distance to allow each partner to be an individual. A good partner in such a marriage will be loving, caring, but above all, your very best friend. Your marriage is a promise made in the hearts of two people who love each other. And you're now going to make some promises to each other. So Lewis, can I ask you to please say to Paige, Paige, today I promise to spend the rest of my life with you. I promise to love and respect you. Helping our love grow by always being there. I promise to listen, comfort and support you as we go through life together. Paige, can you make a similar promise? Yeah. Lewis, today I promise to spend the rest of my life with you. I promise to love and respect you. Helping our love grow by always being there. I promise to listen, comfort and support you as we go through life together.
as we go through life together.
Beautiful. So Paige and Lewis, you have chosen to seal your marriage by the giving and receiving of wedding rings. A ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning and no end, which symbolizes your everlasting love. And they're also an outward sign of those lifelong promises you have just made to each other. So I'd like to invite Ryan to come forward. Ryan, could you please come forward and give Lewis the ring he's going to give to Paige? Perfect, Ryan. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Ryan. Could you put that in the third finger of Paige's left hand? Just hold it there as you say to her, Paige, all that I have, I give to you.
Paige, all that I have, I give to you.
All that I am, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my everlasting friendship,
my everlasting friendship,
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Slide it all the way on. Perfect. Let's have a look. Gorgeous. So Ryan, could you please come forward and give Paige the ring that she's going to give to Lewis? Thank you very, very much, Ryan. Could you put that in the third finger of Lewis's left hand? Yeah, just hold it there as you say to him, Lewis, all that I have, I give to you.
Lewis, all that I have, I give to you.
All that I am, I share with you.
All that I am, I share with you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my everlasting friendship,
my everlasting friendship,
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all
My tomorrows.
my tomorrows.
Slide it all the way on. So may these rings serve as a reminder of the vows you've made here today, but also of the feeling you have in your heart at this very moment. You are now at the start of a new life together. Treasure this trust and responsibility. You have both made the declarations required by law, but you've also made solemn promises to each other. It therefore gives me the very greatest pleasure to say, you are now married. You are now husband and wife.
coming from a Leeds fan. I think that's rich, isn't it? Anyway, you're probably thinking, if I haven't introduced myself to everybody, I'd just like to say that I'm Lewis's younger brother. You're probably thinking, no, he can't be. Before I start, I'm going to go through the early years that you probably don't know about Lewis. But I'd like to say one word about all the ladies here today. It's easy for us blokes, we just throw a suit on, comb our hair. But the effort that the ladies have made today is amazing. And that word is beautiful. They all look beautiful. So, lads, all the lads, let's raise a glass to the beautiful ladies today. And before I go on, let's everybody raise a glass to the most beautiful lady here today. The princess of the party. Everyone raise a glass to Paige. Okay, like I said, I'll cover the early years, and then Will and Ed can cover the university years, and I'll cover my years. Lewis was conceived during half-time between Liverpool and Arsenal. True story. Fantastic game. I didn't want to leave. I was dragged away. And I'm sure my performance was nowhere near as good as Liverpool or Arsenal. But still better than Leeds. The next day when I came home from work, his mum was dusting, hoovering, cleaning, which was quite unusual. And I soon found out that this was called feather in your nest. And I knew that she was pregnant. So the story of Lewis had begun. The pregnancy was without many issues. We were told there was problems towards the end, but that turned out to be a birthmark. I don't know why they told us about that, but anyway. But I did the maths, and the planets had aligned, and it was 2,000 years gone by. So obviously, we were having the Messiah. However, the birth was not in a stable, it was a Good Hope. And he's not the Messiah, what is he? A very naughty boy. After a cold chip and turkey supper at my mum and dad's, Jackie drove home. Ever the gentleman, I remember she could hardly get behind the wheel. Still made a drive though. And when we got home, she said the contractions were quite strong, so we should go to hospital. As she lay there moaning, I discovered gas and air. For the next few hours, I was stoned. I came round as someone shouted, "I can see the head!" I was warned not to go down that end. But I went down that end, and I fainted. On coming round, I saw a midwife weighing a big bowl of flesh and blood, and I asked, "Is that him?" And had a look, fainted again. Of course it wasn't him, it was the placenta and all that. I had no idea. I'd never been to a birth before. They don't warn you. Lewis was already wrapped up, cleaned, in a white towel lying on his mum's chest. A miracle after all. Maybe not the Messiah, but he is God's gift. He's God's gift, son and heir. I smoked my last fag and called everyone that I knew. It was 4 a.m, but I didn't care, and no one else cared either. As Lewis grew, his appetite for everything grew with him. Food, knowledge, people. He ate everything on his plate, always. He grew at an immense rate. He would start eating the shopping before it came through the door. Something to eat became his first catchphrase. Something to eat. Have we got something to eat? We always had something to eat, but he always had to ask. Lewis had an appetite for learning, and he could read well in his early age. He read the Lord of the Rings books before I could even watch the films. At primary school, at Pipe Hayes, he excelled, found his love for showing off. He was always the first to volunteer, even if he didn't know what the word volunteer meant. He found out in later life when he volunteered for the Women's Institute. And he didn't get paid at the end of it. That's volunteering, Lewis. One Christmas, he played an elf, and he was given a hammer to help Father Christmas make the toys. Of course, he didn't use the hammer for that. He used it on the other elves. And he had that silly grin on his face that you all know. Later at Little Sutton, he played the Pharaoh in Joseph, stole the show with a fantastic impression of Elvis, in a black wig, shades and a gold suit. Back to Gunter, he entered a competition to name one of the roads in the new estate. The whole estate was being rebuilt. Of course, Lewis won. He would. And that road will always be called the Gables, after the 12 gable ends on Pipe Hayes Hall. At this time, everything was a circle thing or a straight thing. Remember that, Lou?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. So a car, for example, would be a few straight things with 4 circle things. A baked bean would be a circle thing with ketchup on. And a urinal was a straight thing that you wear up at school. Well, you get the idea. Everything was either a straight thing or a circle thing. It was hard to understand, but we got to know it. If anyone knows Lewis at all, they know that he never gets sick. And this is because he eats food off the floor, doesn't wash his hands when he goes to the toilet, and eats his bogies. You still do that, Lewis?
You still do that.
During this time, Lewis spent a lot of time with Charlie and his Auntie Trace. Probably a bad move. People who meet Charlie often say that he's a lot like Lewis and vice versa. I'm glad to say that they have a great relationship again today, living so close. Living so close in Liverpool and Manchester. Who'd have thought that partisan, ardent Villa fans would live in such enemy territory? I can't believe it. But I know that any offspring are going to be Villa fans. Lewis was determined to go to grammar school. Bishop Vesey was his choice, and he made various sacrifices to do the extra tuition to pass the exam and go there. He got in, but he wasn't always smooth. On one parent evening, I had to sit back as Lewis told the German teacher, Mr. Grohl, that his teaching methods were rubbish, he couldn't control the class, and he was teaching the wrong kind of German anyway. I thought, that's strange, because Mr. Grohl is German. And I felt really sorry for the guy. He looked like he was going to cry. Well, then I just thought 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup, and we left. And Lewis went to Queen's College in Warsaw then to do his German, and went on their trips instead. Lewis has always had many friends, and he's always loyal and keeps in touch. Many of them he met years and years ago at middle school. Henry, who he played football with outside of school for Four Oaks, and Danny, who didn't play football, but he's really good at heading the ball for some reason. If anyone's got a massive nut allergy, keep away from Danny. Josh, I didn't ask why he was friends with Josh, but I always said, don't knock it till you try it. and Greg, who knows how Greg got into grammar school. I learned what all the guys at VZ thought of Lewis when they handed out condoms to the whole class and they all gave them to Lewis. Danny kept one for his wedding day though, didn't you, Danny? Just the one. Towards the end of school, me and Jackie split up and Lewis came to live in a flat in Bolmley with me. He made the most out of this flat, had lots of parties there. I was hardly there. I remember cleaning 5 or 6 bags of rubbish off the floor in the kitchen and the bathroom, and I was there for 2 hours before Greg woke up on the lounge floor and whispered to Lewis, "I think your dad's here." Well done, Greg. While we're on the subject of the flat, I'd like Paige to turn away while we have a key amnesty. This is for a chance for all of Lewis's lovers to bring their keys up that they still have for the flat. And we'll draw a line under it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No surprises there, were there? At some point in the sixth form, Lewis said, "I'm going to uni to study geology." I said, "What a great job, looking at ladies' naughty bits all day." He said, "That's gynecology, Dad." I said, "Is it? What's geology then?" He said, "Looking at rocks." I said, "Well, that's boring." And he said, "And it must be, because he's not doing it now, is he?" Excuse me. I could go on all day about the times I've had with Lewis on his first event. The first Villa game, where the only thing he learnt was that the referee wasn't very good, and came and told his mum all about it. And then everyone at school the next day was a wanker. His first mosh pit at the Sex Pistols concert, his first word, first tooth, losing his virginity. No, I'm only joking, I wasn't there then. You all thought I was, didn't you?
You fell for it.
I went silent then. How he, Vinny and Brad got us banned for life from Butlins. I think that's quite an achievement, banned for life. What I'm saying to all you youngsters is, if you decide to have kids, make sure you spend as much time make sure that you spend as much time as you can with them, because if you blink, you'll miss it. And make sure that your kids have these 5 things, and they'll be okay. Equality, opportunity, wisdom, freedom, and most of all, love. And when they find someone who can carry on that love for you and carry on loving him like I did for the rest of his life, then you've done your job. And I'm sure the Page will love Lewis for the rest of his life. And I'd like to welcome her to my family for the rest of our life. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers.
Introduce yourself. Right. God, it's guiding me. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. When I was asked to do Paige's speech, I didn't know what to say because I'm not one to do speeches. But when it comes to my sisters, I can do anything for them. I love them all. And on the behalf of my mum, she loves us all equally, all of her daughters. And she's the amazing mum ever. Give it up! Yeah. For those that don't know who I am, I'm Paige's big sister. And this is Karen and Yasmin. Yeah. We are the very proud siblings of Paige and best friends. Yeah. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone being here today to celebrate an incredible day with Lewis and Paige. They're saying that family is where life begins and love never ends. Today we are here to witness the love grow even stronger. So I'm 9 years older than Paige. The day she was born, I promised myself I will take care of her.
Hold high. Go on, do it. You got it. You got this.
We are 5 sisters, and 4 of us all protect her.
Go on, you got it. You got it. You got it. You've 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 got it.
Come on.
Go on, you can do it. Speak up. You're going to ruin your makeup.
Right, give me a minute.
Go, give her a minute. Just can we have a minute? 1 minute.
Yeah, right.
So go on. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. I don't ruin your makeup. Head high. Go on.
So Paige, like she says, she classes me as her second mum. She would never tell me her secrets, but I could see Karen and Paige whispering their secrets amongst themselves. But after a few drinks with this girl, she tells them me all, and I'll act like I don't know. She even told me when Paige and Lewis got together, and we'll keep those secrets secrets.
Yeah. Go on, see, you got it.
I love all my sisters so much. I can't sum up Paige in 15 minutes because no one knows how much she means to us. Yeah. But when we was all younger, the 4 of us all fighting like cats and dogs, but not Paige. I can't even remember the day she cried. Like, she was the most beautifulest child ever. Like, she was the calmest child. She's incredible. She's beautiful. You know, she's absolutely amazing. You know, sometimes when she actually gives me advice now, and I look at her, she feels more like my big sister. I'm like, oh God. Yeah. Like, we all turn to her and like, what should we do? And she's there, just on it, telling us what to do. But what I remember about Paige was, when she was a baby, she had an obsession of Teletubbies. Remember, there's a 9-year gap. So we all used to be watching Sister, Sister. And she used to be watching Teletubbies. And then it came a time where she used to say to my parents, put Teletubbies on, and we all wanted to murder her. Yeah. Because my parents were like, get Teletubbies on for her now. And then you think that was bad. Her obsession with the teddy bears, her hairstyle was
Amazing.
Every morning I used to wake up, make her 2 boiled eggs, and she used to come to me to do her hair. She wanted her hair right here. And I was like, why? Because I want to look like Lala before she used to go to school.
Lala is someone out in Teletubbies.
That was the yellow Teletubby. And I was like, yeah. And you know what? She's always had a good fashion sense since.
Take time, take time. It's all right, take time.
Now Paige has grown up to be a beautiful young woman. She's kind, caring and intelligent and fair. Sometimes when she gives me advice and helps me, I feel like she'd become my big sister. When Paige told me about Lewis and how she wanted me to meet him, I was like, I'm like out with all my sisters, because sometimes I believe no one is good enough for my sisters. But you know what? Lewis came and he proven me wrong. He really did. There was one day where I knew Lewis was the one for her. We was all in my mum's house, and we're all crazy. Like, we all scream our conversations on top of each other. Like, the conversations will never get to the end, but we've all got half a conversation each. And I saw Lewis. He was playing with Sean on top of the sofa. That's my little baby nephew, and he was about.
Sean, that's my Sean over there. Say hi.
He was about 2 years old, but every time Paige spoke, the way Lewis looked at her, he absolutely adored her. And from that point, I honestly knew he was the one for her, because he probably loves her as much as we love her. Yeah. Lewis brings so much joy to our family. He's funny. He brings a lot of life to our family games. We love him so much. He is a strong, bright, intelligent man. And you know what? He's brought the best out of him, out of Paige. And you know what? She's brought the best out of him. They're both growing beautifully together. You know, Jackie and Mark, you've done an amazing job with Lewis. And not just Lewis, Taylor as well. So don't hide away, Taylor. You know, Lewis is such a gentleman. When he wanted to marry Paige, he asked for permission. You know, he's like, oh, can I marry your sister? I was like, when was you going to do it? I was waiting for ages. Come on. But you know what? He's such an amazing young man. I love him to bits. And as much as I'm here for Paige, I'm also here for him. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you both when you go travelling. But yeah, thank you everyone. But I'm gonna pass the mic to my sister now, Kay.
I'm gonna cancel here.
No. You don't do that.
Oh God.
Do it how you do it.
Hi guys, I'm not ready for this. But hi, as you all know, go and take a seat. Hi, as you all know, I am Kay, Paige's twin sister. Good afternoon, family and friends, and thank you for all being here. It means the world to the wider Dainty family and the Core family. Well, where do I start with this girl, eh? It's been a journey from the beginning. Growing up with Paige, we were like two peas in a pod. We did everything together, even got in trouble together, and you could not separate us, not a moment. Not a moment. Paige is like my best friend, and she is the most beautiful, kind, loving, and the most unique person that you will ever meet. It's a pleasure not just to have her as my sister, but just to have her in my life all together. My favourite thing about Paige is when I'm upset and I'm in a mood, she will know how to pull me out of it by telling me one stupid, silly joke. And we won't just laugh over it.
we would absolutely crack up like mad when my mum shouting at the bottom of the stairs telling us to shut the up. Do you know what I mean? When Paige was younger, she was a raw potato muncher. I remember when my mum told me to go in the pantry just to get a few potatoes so she can make evening dinner. And as I went into the pantry, tell me why there was loads of bite marks in the potatoes. In every single one of them. She was stocked up for next week's meals. She had one in her hand, one potato in her back bottom, and one in her front bottom. She was full of it all. She was the potato girl in the house. But Paige, I can say she's the most unique person. She takes my breath away. She's my backbone, my strength. Most of all, I can tell her anything, she'll lock it away like a Pandora box. And I know if she opens that Pandora box, there's trouble. We cannot have that trouble swirling around, can we? But there again, when I met Lewis, it was great. It was the first time, and it was Christmas time, and it was at Mum's house. And he was with my son, Ryan. And Ryan was in deep meditation, with his eyes closed, channeling his inner monk of himself. Lewis decided to come over out of the blue and stick his finger in his gummy bear teeth as he was only 3 years old, full of gums. So it was straight gum contact, fingers in the mouth. I knew from then Paige and Lewis was the best and was made in match for each other. The way he treats my son and the way he treats the rest of the kids in my family as his own nephew is very, very heartwarming. I am grateful to have you all here. I'm grateful for how much you've taught my son as well, Lewis, and the rest of the people in my family. I appreciate it so much. You've taught my son an awful lot, especially this girl over here, Paige. Lewis, so please can we all raise our glasses to the power couple, Paige and Lewis. Thank you. I'm going to pass the mic over to Paige's best friend, Jasmine.
When someone told me I was getting the mic, I was like, I'm right at home. This is where I belong. Come on. But I just wanted to say a few words today. I couldn't write anything down because, like Sita said, you cannot sum up Paige in 15 minutes. I can't even sum up Paige in an hour and how much Paige means to me. Paige and I met, first of all, let me just introduce myself. I'm Yasmin. I'm one of Paige's oldest friends, and I'm your bestie. I know everything about this girl. But yeah, so I met Paige back in McDonald's days. I want to say like 10, 11 years ago. It's been a long, long time. And I can't say the friendship has always been smooth sailing. I met Paige when she worked in McDonald's and she was my manager and I started working there, and she couldn't stand me. She hated the floor I walked on. She couldn't be around me. She wanted me fired and she wanted me out and she wanted me out now. But she couldn't get that because I'm the latest of the committee, babe. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. And she hated that she couldn't do nothing about it. You've got to have a reason to sack somebody. And what's the reason? Oh, she's too slow. Oh, that's not going to go down well, is it, Paige? So Paige couldn't stand me at work. She hated me. She hated how slow I worked. But it was just a bit of a culture clash because I don't believe in working, but that's a story for another day. Whereas no matter how, it doesn't matter if Paige could be getting paid £2 an hour or £15 an hour, she's going to work that ass off. She don't care. She will act like it's her bloody company. She I'm getting paid as a 16-year-old £5.75, so I'm going to act like £5.75. Do you know what I mean? So when Paige was at work, she couldn't stand me, but we ended up being friends because we had a night out, a Christmas do coming at work. So we went out for our Christmas do. I mean, you can't imagine it now, but I was giving it hijabi Barbie. Do you know what I mean? I was a Muslima. I still am. The hijab is gone, baby. The drink's in my hand. And you know who gave me that first drink? Do you know who gave me that first cig? And she turned me into a nightmare. Turned me into an absolute bloody nightmare. Anyways, so we went out on our first night out. I had a couple bevies. She knew where the party was. She stuck with me. She had a brilliant night. Of course she did. Who's the party? I'm the party. But I thought having a couple good nights out would help me in the workplace. Evidently not. I get into the workplace, she's worse than ever. She thinks now that we're friends, I've got to work that extra bit harder. I thought, this wasn't part of the plan. I thought being friends with you would mean I can slack off a bit. Absolutely not. It just means I got away with a lot more, however, just not with her. She needed to make sure everyone knew that just because we were friends doesn't mean I can slack off at work. I remember one day, Paige had work at 5 a.m. I had work at 6. She rings me at 5 a.m, making sure that I'm up. And I was like, yeah, Paige, I'm up. I'm getting ready now. I'm about to get in the shower. I'm about to get ready, about to walk round. She's like, amazing, amazing. As soon as that phone call ended, what did I do? I went straight back to sleep. That 6 a.m. shift had nothing to do with me. So I went straight back to sleep, woke up about 8 a.m. I've woke up now, I've got missed calls upon missed calls. 0161, Paige. I'm thinking, I must have fell back asleep, but who the hell cares, The manager's my mate. So I get into work now, I'm getting the silent treatment left, right and centre. I'm thinking, she ain't talking to me now. She ain't talking to me never, the friendship's over. She's like, don't talk to me. Walking away from me, I'm trying to crack a joke or 5, do you know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to work, I'm here to crack jokes. I'm here to socialise, and she ain't socialising with me. So I think, well, what am I going to do? She ain't talking to me. I think the friendship's over. Work's ended. She's clocked out now. Do you want to come to mine after? I'm thinking, you've not spoke to me the whole day. What's going on? And that is Paige as a manager. She won't talk to you the whole shift if you're mates. Only after. You're only allowed to talk to Paige after, because while she's in work, she's manager Paige. But I've always adored that about Paige. She works hard and then she plays even harder. But as our friendship blossomed, she got me into her family, and once I was in the family, her family have been so welcoming. They fed me, they've made me laugh. I've even lived there for a couple of months. Then Paige met Lewis. Lewis came into our work not long after me, actually, a couple months after. And Lewis and Paige couldn't stand each other, but I don't know about you lot, but I'm seeing a common denominator here. I think Paige was the problem. What about you? Do you know what I mean? I just think I couldn't stand you. Lewis couldn't stand you. Well, it ain't us. It must be something up with you, love. So Lewis started working there, and And you know what? Everyone at work just wanted to impress Paige. And Lewis had already been a manager at his last store, so we already knew what he was doing. But because he was doing it his way and knocking Paige down a few pegs, and I absolutely clocked that tea, and I loved it. I loved it. I thought, it's about time someone stepped up to the manager. Do you know what I mean? I thought I needed that. I needed to see Paige be humbled a few, because in work she thought I'm the president and everybody's under me, but not Lewis. Lewis was like, I'm doing what I want to do and my way and what I've learned. And then, you know, that hatred turned into love. And, you know, we all know there's a fine line between love and hate. And I remember very vividly, Lewis came up to me one day, because me and Paige like that at work, and he told me that he really, really liked Paige. He didn't care about anything else. He made it his goal to get the girl. And you know me, I love a man that applies pressure. Apply that pressure. He applied that pressure, and look where we are today. With Lewis also comes from the most amazing family. Shout out to Jax, shout out to Nick, shout out to Mark, shout out to Paul. Shout out to the whole family, because that man is a man. He's loving, he's caring, he's nurturing. And from when I met Lewis, he invited us round to his house and he's cooked us all a paella. And you know what? When I thought about it the other day, I thought, was that even allowed? But I just thought, well, it's 8 now and it's gone. So I can't really think about whether that was halal or not. But Lewis made it his goal to get the girl, and he did, and he succeeded, and look where we are today. I'm really happy for them both. Lewis and Paige really remind me in life there is love, there is careness, but because you know what? I've been in the streets and the streets are cold. They don't make him like him anymore. They don't. Lewis is one of the few good men left. And he and Paige and him deserve it. Shout out to Lewis and Paige! Oh, Yasmin, that
I was so glad when Lou told me both Ed and Will would be doing the best man speech, as quite frankly, I don't like Will. Thank you so much for being here and doing a speech, Ed. And also, Will is going to speak.
Thank you, Paige, thank you. Oh, you can keep this as well.
Yeah, cheers, Paige. Right, hello. Hello. Nice one. Already worried about following Yasmin? Someone who's meant to have a microphone, probably. Right, I'm Ed. I'm Lou's other friend. You already know Will. He hasn't shut up all afternoon, obviously. We're excited to chat to you both about this amazing couple. But forewarning, we probably have to say some pretty horrible things about Lou in the next few minutes.
Yeah, I for one can't wait. Whilst this is a great day celebrating Paige and Lou's future, we thought it would be cool to take some time to look back at their relationship. So let's wind back the years, people. Back before Ed had this scroty beard, when Lou was way skinnier, and when Paige still had her original nose.
I first met Lou when we were studying geology. Geology, as mentioned, back at Manchester University back in 2011. I first remember Lou standing outside in a huge green parka with a buzz cut and lush sideburns, smoking horrible little roll-up cigarettes. He seemed quite reserved and quite intimidating in a brummy kind of way. But while we were studying, we spent a lot of time hanging out on big rocky outcrops, and I found out that he was just a big teddy bear. We ended up spending about 6 weeks together at one point on a little Scottish island, when I basically cried for 6 weeks over a girlfriend and did lose head in, and we've been friends ever since.
Woo. So I first met Lou at a Halloween party around mine in second year of uni. I can't remember what he was wearing or what his costume was, but I can't remember what my costume was. I can't remember how he seemed or what we talked about. I can't remember anything from that night. But I'm told we got on. Unfortunately, we managed to go from that to remembering our conversations when we started living together, and through some pretty childish nicknames and some very borderline jokes, none of which I can repeat here, we've had this childish relationship where somehow we're both the younger brother.
How does that work?
Yeah. So Lou and Paige, of course, met at McDonald's, their eyes meeting across a deep fat fryer. Their hands brushing gently against each other as they reached for the same Big Mac. Their voices crying out in harmony, saying,
"Would you like fries of that?" All right, yeah, as Yasmin has said, at the time, Paige was Lou's boss, a role that would, of course, prepare her for the rest of their relationship. I mean, it's been touched on, but it might shock you to know that they didn't get on at first. In fact, with Paige thinking that Lou was arrogant and full of himself, she was, of course, spot on. Thankfully, she managed to look past those qualities and start to date Lewis. Now, in those very, very early days, I actually saw a fair bit of Paige, but it took Ed a little bit of time to meet her. Paige, I don't know if you know this, but we actually had a running joke that you were afraid of Ed, whereas I always maintained that you were just afraid of anyone finding out about you and Lewis. But in all seriousness, from the very, very start, it was clear that you were very, very sweet on each other.
So at this point in the tale, me, Will and Lou were all living in a student house in Fallowfield, where we got to witness Lou and Paige's love of a big party, as we can see today. Yeah. I remember one particular occasion of Lou starting a party in a particular way, getting home and finding him drunk, having wedged a motorbike halfway up the stairs of our small terraced house. Still don't really know what you were trying to do for that, but it happened anyway. But thankfully, we also witnessed how meticulously clean Lou loves to be, and his love of wet wiping everything that you can see.
I remember a huge bonfire party around ours, which ended up with Lou firing fireworks at me, a tree being set on fire, there being literally mud up all on the walls up to like your knees, and Lou unclogging a toilet with his bare hands. The hands you took in marriage today, Paige. Congratulations! Let's hope he's washed them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there are a lot of unsanitary stories, which Paige said we weren't allowed to tell. But if you come and see us later, then maybe we'll spill the beans.
It's at this point in the tale that Lou broke up with me and Ed and started living with some other friends. Boo. I'm not bitter about it, but also I can't see any of them in the audience today, Lou. But we'll skip over that to Lou living with someone he actually likes, and she's here tonight. It's Paige.
When two people live and they love together, they build a home wherever they are. Lou and Paige's flat has always been a perfect reflection of their relationship to me. It's always welcoming, they always have a drink ready for you, and it's full of photos of fun memories. And the cleaning process is run like a military operation, with everyone wet wiping everything. Now, another thing that they share their love of is Spanish culture. So the music, the tapas, and especially Barcelona. And one story that we knew we had to tell was the tale of how Lou and Paige got engaged. So from the second Lou decided that he was going to ask Paige to be his wife, he knew he wanted to propose in Barcelona, a city where they'd had some incredible memories. And he had a perfect opportunity when a group of us went there to a festival in 2022. It was all perfectly planned. Day one, we go for a nice meal at their favourite place. We walk down the beach, Lou pops the question, and we go out partying at the festival. Perfect plan. But what wasn't planned was where on the beach Lou would pop the question.
So, for anyone who's not been to Barcelona, picture this. A long beach with bars and shops all the way down it. We, like the stupid Brits we are, decided to walk along it in the scorching midday heat. So imagine, it's 30 odd degrees, you're full from that meal you've just had, you're a bit tipsy as well, and you've got a long festival day ahead of you. We started the most northern part of the beach under the guise that we're just going to go for a drink somewhere, you know, nice and chill, nice and chill. We walk for half an hour, going past bar after bar, as Lou desperately tries to figure out where to propose. I dread to think what you thought, Paige, because at first it's like, yeah, maybe not that bar, but after 10 minutes you're justifiably like, wait, why aren't we going in this one? The group's all in on it, so we're coming up with worse and worse excuses, like, yeah, this bar's not the vibe, no, I don't like it, that bar's tapas, you know, you got tapas it. But that was one other joke, sorry. Lou is getting more and more flustered trying to figure out the perfect spot to propose, whereas Paige is justifiably getting more and more confused as to why everyone was happy that the one thing we weren't doing was going for a drink. After a while, the beach ends. We're all looking at Lou like, what are we going to do? And the spur of the moment decision is to go back up the beach for round two. We head back up the beach, but before Paige can really question it, Lou's found his spot, Lou's found his courage, and he's dropped to one knee. And I know there was some confusion and all that sort of stuff, but let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when he started talking about their love for one another, and when we saw them get engaged on that beautiful beach in Barcelona, there wasn't a dry eye in the group.
Yeah, it was amazing to be part of that moment. It's amazing to be part of this moment, and we're sure that we'll be part of many more amazing moments to come. Lou, you've always been such a loyal friend. We know you'll stand by us both through thick and thin. Paige, you are the most generous and thoughtful friend that anyone could ask for. You and Lou both complement each other so well, and you make such a strong team. And we both think you're a dynamite couple. We love you both. And we're so excited to see what we have in store for the future as well. So yeah, thank you so much.
So let's raise a glass to the happy couple. We love you both. To Lou and Paige! Cheers. Cheers.
One clap. One clap.
Come on, yeah! Right, okay, I'm going back to being a compare now, right. Well, wasn't that a great speech, everyone? Yeah, well done, and thank you, Paige, for doing the introduction. Now, if you know Lou, you know he can be a bit of a drill sergeant when it comes to timings. You know, sometimes his punctuality makes you want to punch him. I actually got the times for these speeches 4 months ago. But Lou, what you hadn't factored in is that we were going to go off script. We're not going to desserts now. Can you figure out what we're doing? We're not going to desserts because we actually have a super special surprise speech.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. She's the head honcho. She's the brains. She's the beauty. She's the better half. And of course, she's the bride. Paige!
Surprise. I love everyone allowed. Go on, Paige, come on.
I have a little confession to make. Lewis had no idea I was planning to do a speech today. I've kept it completely under wraps, and I can already see the look on his face, wondering what on earth I'm about to say. First of all, I would like to express a big thank you to you all for being here today. Each of you holds a special place in our hearts, and having you here to witness this moment means more to us than you'll ever know. Standing here as a wife feels like something out of a dream, but standing here as Lewis's wife, that's the part that really takes my breath away. My single proudest achievement, without a shadow of a doubt, is the relationship that I've built with the man who's been by my side since my early 20s. As soppy as it might sound, he truly is my definition of home, the brightest light I've ever known, and the safe place I run to when life gets hard. He doesn't care about material things or what anyone might think of our relationship, only who I am and how I feel. What he values is kindness, cooking together, sharing the ordinary moments, showing love through my actions, and making sure that I'm looking after my own peace of mind. Our relationship hasn't been without its challenges. However, I can't emphasize enough how important it is and how lucky I feel to have a strong foundation to come home to. Someone who loves you for who you are, keeps you grounded, and holds up a mirror when you need clarity. Loving someone and being loved back and growing together has changed my life in ways that I've never expected. I know, like everyone else here, that love isn't always perfect, but the way we've built our life together, piece by piece, day by day, is nothing short of extraordinary. Every laugh, every late night conversation, every silly moment, and every hard moment too, they've all shaped us into who we are today. It's not just about the big, grand gestures, but the everyday love that makes me so thankful for him. With Lewis, I truly feel like I'm growing into the best version of myself. I've generally thought, time and time again, I hope everyone gets to experience love and as special and rewarding as this. And honestly, I still have no idea what I did to deserve you. So here's to the life that we've already built, to all the chapters still to come, and to the love that will continue to guide us. To my husband, Lewis Dainty.
Ladies and gentlemen, as of today, I am officially under new management. I want to thank you for making today so very special to me and my beautiful wife. It's an honor and a privilege to be sharing this celebration with all our friends and family. And I appreciate the effort every single one of you have made to be here. I really mean that sincerely. And for Yasmin for being on time. Thanks. You've all travelled a long way from New York to Dubai, Scotland, Southampton, Bristol to Durham, and London to Birmingham. We appreciate every single one of you in joining us. To my wife and to all of you, thank you for making this day so incredibly special to me. Paige and I have been shaped by all the people around us, from the day we were born to our wedding day, and for that I wanted to express our gratitude for giving us the lives we have today. Firstly, thanks to my mum, Jax, as she's liked to be called in Manchester, and Jax, for giving me the most grounded and level-headed upbringing any son could ask for. Your OCD and cleanliness have rubbed off on not only my sister, but it has also organised the hell out of me, and all good stories end with a well-organised wedding day. You have given both my sister and I the greatest start to our lives, And for that, both of us would like to thank you. We were given Christmases and birthdays full of love. And we know how much you love us. You're an excellent mother, but still a really mediocre cook. Thanks to my dad, Mark, for always pushing me to want more and be more. A Saturday when I didn't want to do my homework always sticks with me. My dad stuck a post-it note above my desk telling me that if I wanted to be a bin man, then there's no problem. I didn't have to do my homework. No disrespect to bin men, unless you're from Birmingham, then please go back to work. Or there was the time I complained of a painful foot playing football, only to be took to A&E with a broken toe 6 months later. He has always asked me to give 110%, which I now look to give to my marriage. Thank you. Hold on. Thank you to Paige's mum, Jaginda. You show nothing but unconditional love to your 5 very loud daughters. You have saved a space for me amongst the chaos in your heart and in your home, and I am extremely happy that we will have a babysitter for years to come. I want to thank you for opening your heart, your home, and more importantly, your kitchen to me from the beginning. I have learned a lot about your culture and would like to please ask you to teach my mum how to use the tava. I hope that we make you all proud. Thank you to Paige's best friend, Abigail. Where are you? You've shown both of us what a best friend looks like. Abby is trustworthy, consistent and patient. I only know this because she hung around when me and Paige went through our ultra party phase. Paige and I love you lots, and you absolutely smashed that hen do. Thank you to Paige's sister Karen and all of the beautiful bridesmaids. You've taught me ever so much about being a faithful and loyal sibling. Paige and I moved out of our home in May to pursue a lifelong ambition to travel the world from September. Karen has hosted us in our home ever since. And although I have to wait for my turn for the bathroom on a daily basis, where is he? Where's the little guy? He's in the bathroom. Yeah. She has also taught me that you don't have to shout everything you say. And thank you to my best friends, Will and Ed. Will has shown me how to live life to its fullest, only after, of course, showing me how to complete Super Mario World 2 or 3 times on the Nintendo Wii, and after showing me how to fill a fridge full of yellow label food. Ed, you've taught me that staying on an island for 6 weeks and drawing rocks is a bad idea. And after all this, you'll want to make the island burn down. But mostly, that friendship is defined by standing up and to be counted when you're needed the most. Neither of them came to my rescue when I was attacked by a bull a few weeks ago. To everyone that has shaped us and taught us so much, I would like to raise my glass. It's been an absolute pleasure. Cheers. Wait, we're not done. Ultimately, we're the product of those caring souls around us, but more importantly, I am the product now of the love, respect, and patience that my wife has taught me over the last 10 years. You will have seen a huge change in me since meeting her, and I hope for that you see a lot of Paige in me. For those who don't know, Paige and I met whilst working at McDonald's, and yes, she was my manager. I was hired for my ability to make 4 Big Macs in just under a minute, but it was only when I met Paige did I let this record slip. She is the ultimate distraction. I remember so vibrantly the first time I ever laid eyes on Paige. Through the small gaps in the production bin, and for the lay people here today, that's the part where they used to slide the cheeseburgers. And she took my breath away. She was and still is the most beautiful person that I have ever laid eyes on. Thank God for Ronald McDonald Day. I made possibly the worst first impression you could make on a girl that you were already in love with. Paige thought I was arrogant, cocky, and a bit of a prick. Don't cheer at that. Yeah. Even though to this day I put it down to the ability I had to make a better ice cream cone than she did. For weeks, months, I chased Paige until one day she agreed to let me take her out, so I did. And took her to a beautiful Chinese, no, it wasn't Chinese, this says Japanese. A beautiful Japanese restaurant. There was but one catch. The shutters were down and the restaurant was closed. Instead, we ate at a local curry house, so we wanted to take you on a little bit of a trip down memory lane today. With today's menu, it was our last first date. At the beginning, I never really enjoyed football. Well, that's what I told Paige anyway. The mighty Aston Villa were 15th in the Championship when we met and had a clumsy squad of players to match, a little bit like our friends. But when Super Jack Grealish led Villa to a 10-game winning streak and promotion in 2019, Paige soon found out there was another love in my life. Paige, you'll be glad to hear that today you're the only love in my life. It's Friday and it's pre-season. And finally, I want to talk about the person, the reason why we're here all today. Lewis. Wait, there's a comma. Lewis is extremely lucky to have found the love in his life, Paige. How beautiful does my soulmate look today? You'll have already heard in the speeches before mine that I've never been loved by anyone the way Paige loves me.
That's amazing. You got this.
You have taught me.
You got it. You got this. You got this, Lee.
You've taught me to be myself, to do things your own way, and to not care about what other people might think of you. You're kind, gracious, and above all else, loyal. You've loved me unconditionally. Sorry, Vaughn. Before I met you, I've always had this thing where I've wanted to make my parents proud.
You got it. You got it. You got this. Go on. You can do it. Everyone give a round of applause. Everyone give a round of applause.
But now, all I want to do is make you proud. We're almost there. I promise to love, respect, and protect you in all that we do. As we stand on the verge of our next chapter, in front of all our loved ones, I'm committing my future to you. and our future together will be magnificent. We have made thousands of memories, but this is just the start of our journey together. And so, my last thank you is to you, Paige. Thank you for supporting me through everything that I do. And thank you for giving me the privilege of being the man who gets to share each and every one of life's adventures by your side. So can I ask you all, please, to raise a glass.
Say with your chest out.
To the Dainties and my beautiful bride, Paige Core Dainty. Cheers.
party people. It's not a Punjabi wedding unless I invite my drummers onto stage. So I want each and every single one of you clapping your hands along to my drummers, a little something like this. Drummers, give it go! Give it go! Clap those hands! Clap, 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 clap! Raise them up, here we go! 1, 2, world. Next story of my kisses, the integral like superstar this way. The next passion, this to be easy. Cheat on the man, that's how you get a visit. Feel like you chill up with me. So don't try to walk on the hands on the island. Ask me shit, ask me shit. our Bhangra dancers. So I'm going to pass the mic over.
Okay. Does anybody know the words to this song already? No. Okay, you're going to get to know them. Aside from the DJ. Okay. Okay, so the first move, when the beat kicks in, you're going to bring your hands out, and you're going to twist those wrists up. Okay, very easy. So the leg usually bounce in the spot. 2, 3. Not to do much with the legs. Okay. Second move. Hand, your fingers are going to come up. Right hand. Fingers are going to come up. Okay. Okay, let's get this one. Okay. So these guys already know it. So they're going to demonstrate how it should look. Kieran will do it with you. Yeah. Okay. This is how it should look. After you finish the last one, you're going to turn around with your left shoulder and do an outward cheek.